My camera is not good. Okay, hold on. Let me put her back together. Sorry about that, y'all. I should have wiped my camera before I even hit the live button. But you know, you be having your phones and stuff, and you be out in the day and everything like that, and so stuff can get on your phones, things can happen. So make sure you wipe your phones before you about to do a live video. What's up, y'all? Tasha checking in with another video, and this is going to be my review for Love Life After Lockup Season 6 episode. What episode we on? 8, Test of Faith. What's up, Kelly Dixon? Welcome to the live. Hey, girl. Hey. If it's your first time joining me, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Comment in the comment section, my replay watchers and live watchers, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel, y'all. Okay, happy Sunday. I hope y'all had a really good Sunday. I had a good Sunday, y'all. I went to church. Church was great. And then I went to watch the game at my husband's restaurant. And if y'all don't know what game I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders had a game today. If y'all don't know, the Commanders is my team. However, the Commanders lost today, and I was so horrified behind it, because I just knew they were going to beat Dallas, because Dallas is having a horrible season, okay? But anyway, after I had woosah, drove home, sipped some water, I've kind of gotten over it, and I'm like, all right, we have another game, so we will live to fight another day, okay? But it was just very troubling at the moment. But anyway, y'all ain't come here for the game stats. Y'all came here for the Life After Lockup review, and so I'm about to give that to y'all, okay? Let's get started. If I had to rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this episode I'm going to give it a 5.5. 5.5. It wasn't horrible. Hold on, y'all. I feel like my tripod is a little crazy. It wasn't horrible. It was not the worst episode, right? What's going on? Welcome to the live. I think it's Aeons. I think that's how you say your name. Your broadcast live. This one's for 20,000 people watching me shoot. Good. Okay, well, thank you for that. You gave it a 4, Kelly. I gave it a 5.5. It wasn't horrible. It was a better episode than the ones that we've been getting. However, I'm going to give it a 5.5. Kelly said a 4. All right, let's get into it, y'all. So, let's start with the first couple, which we're going to go ahead and get Bianca and Daniel out of the way. Because with them, it's the same thing over and over and over again. It's like they wake up in the morning, cook horrible breakfast. Bianca starts talking about engagement. Dan gets mad and doesn't want to talk about it. Bianca throws a tantrum. She cries. She runs. They get back together at the end, and then that's the end of their whole segment. Like, it's the same thing every episode they're giving us, right? Natural face, look good, good vibes, positive, you have it. Thank you so much, Marcel. Welcome to the live. Make sure y'all go ahead and smash that like button. So it's the same thing with them every episode, and I do not understand why. But let's get into what really happened, okay? And y'all can see that I'm on the right track without even looking at my notes, right? So we open up right from last week. Remember, they were having date night with Gator and his fiance. That's Dan's friends, okay? They were having date night, and Bianca got mad because Gator went and said, you know, your relationship will work if you all live together, grow together, learn each other, then let's see how your relationship works. Bianca didn't like what he said, even though he was giving good advice, and then she gets up and she wants to go run, leave, and get in the car, okay? What the camera people edited and cut out is that, because I was wondering why Dan didn't go after her. But Daniel did go after her first, okay? And she didn't want to deal with Daniel. So Daniel came back in and he said, well, I'm going to sit down and enjoy my friends. I don't have time for you. What's up, Guy to Pink? Yes, you made it, girl. I just started the live. What's up, what's up, what's up? What is on the side of my face? Okay, that's nothing. So, Dan goes back in. He says, I'm about to go chill with my friends. I don't have time to deal with this crazy as a box of rocks chick. And so then Gator then goes and tells his fiance to go get after her. Okay, so the fiance, I think it was, her name was Crystal's whatever, Crystal, I don't know. She goes after Bianca, okay, after Dan did and it didn't work, and she gets in Bianca's car, and Bianca is like, oh, excuse all these cans. And I was like, cans, what you got up in there, beer cans, Bianca? Like, what the heck is going on? So the fiance get in the car and she's trying to calm Bianca down and stuff, because Bianca said he getting on her nerves, she don't understand this, woo woo woo, all of this. And the fiance of Gators is sitting there like, girl, I don't even care. They put a camera in my face. Gators told me to come after you. I don't care about y'all relationship, child. I got a wedding to plan of my own. So she don't care. While she's out there talking to Bianca, Gator is telling him to run. He's like, you need to run, Daniel. This girl is not for you. He said this would not be the best for your relationship. Like she doesn't see it for you. He doesn't see it for her. Let's see what else. So they are about to leave. He can't take her nowhere. Got to be like, she's always embarrassing him. And that was rather embarrassing, right? You are going on a double date, right, to meet my friends, okay? I'm introducing them to introducing you as my woman to my friends, and now you sit up here and throw a tantrum because you're airing out our dirty laundry everywhere we go. Everywhere we go, you're telling people about our sex life, about why I won't marry you, about me just getting out of jail. Like, all, you don't even keep house business to yourself. You're telling everybody that has an ear to listen. She's very immature. And if Daniel stays in this relationship, and I've heard word on the curb that they're still together, so you know he's just passing time, killing time, because he just got out of jail. So he don't have nothing going on, right? He's hanging on to her as his cash cow. And so he really gets fed up with her. And I think that it's coming close to that point, but not really if he's still with her. Okay, so he says that, okay, we're gonna go ahead and leave, right? And so he goes in to say, goes outside to tell Bianca, hey, we're about to leave. You want to come back in and say bye? No, I'm not coming back in there to say anything. I'm like, all right, Bianca, stay in the car then. So he's like, all right, well, let me go say goodbye. So he goes and says goodbye to Gator, goes and says goodbye to Crystal or Crystal, whatever her name is, the fiance. And while he was saying goodbye to them, we see Bianca driving out of the parking lot. And I said, this girl is leaving him. This is the second time that Bianca has left Daniel, where he has had to catch an Uber. Remember the first time she was supposed to pick him up from work, she didn't come pick him up from work. Now she up here leaving him with his friends, and no, this dude can't drive and don't drive. What's up, T.Y. Way? How you doing? Welcome to the live. And so she left him again. So now he had to get an Uber and go back to the house, okay? So Gator was looking like, how you gonna get home? Did she leave? He said, yeah, I'm gonna catch an Uber, right? Okay. So he didn't get an Uber and leave. I know when Dan left, Gator and the fiance, when they got home, was like, did you see the foolery going on with them? Child, I'm glad that ain't us. Like, they had a good pillow talk about Daniel and Bianca's relationship, because it is laughable and it is trash, right? Where was it? Okay, so when Daniel gets home, right, Bianca's already there, of course. She now wants to sit down in the bedroom and talk, and sit on the bed and talk about the whole issues of their relationship. If I was Daniel, I would have cut the light off and went to sleep, because I don't want to talk to you. I've already told you my feelings on getting engaged to you, getting married to you, but you choose to not listen to what it is that I have to say, because in your mind, you wanted to. You said Fool's Cat movie. I don't know what that is. No, it's not a movie. What's up, Antonio? It is a show called Life After Lockup that comes on WeTV Friday nights at 9 o'clock. And I'm doing a review of this show. In case you don't watch it. Maybe it might make you want to go watch it, right? So she sits on the bed with him. They having this whole conversation and everything about their relationship and all of that. Hold on, y'all. Bianca is again telling him, what's up, real? Bianca is telling him on the bed that, I cut off my family. And this is what she does to Dan all the time. I cut off my family. I did this for you. And you're not giving me the jail talk that you promised me. I don't have a ring. We're not getting married. We're not doing all this stuff. See, in Bianca's mind, she thought, I'm going to go get this apartment for 8 months or 9 months, however long she got it. And in that time, I'm going to get married to Dan. Then we're going to get a place and renew the lease, and I'm really going to be living there, and we're going to live happily ever after. It's not panning out the way that she thought. So now she keeps on throwing up every chance she get, everything she's done for him, trying to manipulate him into putting her into wife mode. Got to be says, and with their outside clothes on the bed. Girl, listen, I don't like wearing no outside clothes on the bed. When I come in the house, I have to get in the shower first. Them clothes go in the dirty clothes, and I need to get in the shower. I don't hit my sheets until my body has hit water and soap. I don't understand why people do that. You have to sleep there. All the nasty stuff that's in the outside world, and you just jumping straight in the sheets. I don't understand that. But anyway, Bianca don't look like she keeps herself up anyway. Look at her hair. Her hair is stringy, raggedy. It looks like it hasn't been washed in forever. The ends need to be clipped. When she was flat ironing her hair about to go pick up her girlfriend from the daggone airport, the hair looks so matted. I said, how are you flat ironing matted hair that doesn't even look clean? I just don't understand that. Kelly Dixon said I said that too. She's a nasty piece of work anyway, so I'm not expecting for her to understand proper etiquette when it comes to coming in from outside and bed clothes. Even when I travel, I don't put my suitcase on the hotel bed. I fold out the thing, I put my suitcase on there, because I don't know where that luggage has traveled or where it's been at, and I have to sleep in that bed, so I'm not putting the suitcase on the bed. But she don't understand it, because her family don't bump with her, because she said that she cut off the family to be with Daniel, which I don't believe that. I believe that Bianca was a piece of work. I believe she liked to get drunk, she liked to go party, she got in trouble a lot, things of that nature happened, and her family had to come bail her out, had to be there for her, and they sick of her shenanigans and her crap, okay? So I feel like they cut her off, not her cutting them off for Daniel. So let's get into the rest of it. That's the end with them trying to talk at their house. So then she goes and picks up Haley. So y'all know Haley is her friend from back home. She's coming to visit, right? Remember, she told us that Haley was jealous of her. Child, that was laughable, because what is she jealous of? You moving, uprooting your whole life to go to a city that you know nothing about for a convicted felon dude that is struggling with alcoholism, and you're an alcoholic and you're dirty. Like, who is jealous of any of your life, Bianca? I'm trying to understand that. But anyway, in her mind, that's what she thought about Haley. So she picks Haley up. Haley is like, hey, good to see you. She's like, I'm glad to see you too, blah, blah, blah. Dan calls. Dan, on the other hand, his mom calls. He's talking to his mom. Soon as he gets on the FaceTime with the mom is like, where is Bianca? He's like, oh, she went to go pick up Haley. Haley's going to be visiting. And the mom is like, she's not out drinking, is she? And this is so annoying with the mom for me. I'm not saying Dan's mom doesn't have a right to be concerned, right? You do have a right to be concerned. But stop drilling this whole drinking thing. Daniel knows what it is. He knows Bianca is a drunk. He knows that she likes to drink. Obviously, it's not a deal breaker for him, Mom. Your son is 30-some-odd years old. 31 years old. He decided to give this 23-year-old that has a drinking problem, that is immature, that's dirty, that talks him like trash, that thinks she runs everything because she gave him stuff. So he knows every single thing about her. So, Mom, as the mom, step the heck back. Let him have this relationship if he wanted. When it doesn't work out, which count down to when it doesn't, then you can be there to assist him and say, listen, you can come live here until you get yourself together, type thing, because I feel like that's what's going to happen. But these boy moms, man, I don't know why they don't back the heck up and let their sons be a son. Sidebar, sidebar. Story time for me, and we're going to get back to them. My husband's mother is in town, right? And I went to my husband's restaurant, and she was there when I had got there because I wanted to watch the game, right? And so I got up, I went to church this morning. My husband did not get up and go to church this morning. I don't ever pressure my husband to go to church. Sometimes I will ask him, you going to church with me or whatever, and he'll be like, yeah, and we'll go together. But I don't pressure him to go to church. The bottom line is that he's a grown man. This is his own relationship with God. He has to decide if he wants to go. If he wants to go, he wants to go. If he doesn't, he doesn't. That's the way I look at it, right? But his mom is one of them moms that's very much needs to know how to back off from her children sometimes, and she doesn't know how to do that. Okay, so she asks me at the restaurant, well, why didn't you get him up and get him to come to church with you? He's a grown man. I'm not going to get him to do anything. The Bible says train up a child in the way that they should go, and when they are old they will not depart from it. So as a grown man, okay, mom, you've done your raising. Let him live his life and go forward and decide if he wants to go to church and how he wants his relationship to be with God. You've done your work. You don't have to sit up here and keep on at his grown age trying to tell him you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do that. That's not helping him. Step back and let him live his life, okay? But my husband's mom is very much like Daniel's mom. Don't know how to let go of their grown children and won't back up. You have to let your children make their own decisions, especially when they're good and grown into adulthood. And a lot of these boy moms, not all of them, don't know how to let go. And Daniel's mom is one of them, okay? So, hold up, y'all. Okay, so she's talking with Haley. She telling Haley that her lease is up in 2 months because Haley and her stopped at a restaurant and they were having a cocktail when the mom said it, right? So they stopping at the restaurant, they having lunch or whatever, and they talking, and she telling Haley that her lease is up in 2 months. Okay, Haley is like, well, what are you going to do? Dan is saying he feels pressure to ask Bianca to marry him, right? And the mom is like, well, why don't you give her the ring as a promise ring and let her know that this is a promise that I'm going to at some point marry you, but it's just not going to be right now, okay? Then Dan says, okay, that's a good idea. See, you know, in a way, I want for Dan's mom to back up, but then on the flip side of that, Dan is very immature himself, right? Because he could not have put 2 and 2 together of that. He should have known that buying that little ring he brought from Plato's Closet was just a promise ring. That is not to ensure marriage. You know, I don't understand why the mom had to tell him, why don't you do it this way and blah, blah, blah. But if you didn't raise your children to be independent thinkers and live on their own in case you're not around, then you get these very juvenile and immature adult children. Got to be said, I wouldn't give her that ring. Absolutely. TY says, I agree. Yes. I wouldn't give Bianca the ring either. What has she done that made you feel like she deserves to have that little Plato's Closet ring? Okay. She has not done the daggone thing. All she's done is give you doom, gloom, and misery since you've been out, Daniel. But again, Daniel likes it. He likes it, because anyone that does not like something and is not going to tolerate and put up with something, they will be out. But he seems to like it, so we just going to let him like it, and we're going to be here watching and reporting on the crazy stuff that Bianca does and continues to do, okay? She don't want to listen to nobody, not even her friend Haley that seemed like she got some sense. But yeah, we're going to see what's going to happen with them. Let's move on to the next couple because, you know, they ain't hitting on nothing. Let's get to Brittany and Keyrock. Another couple that was annoying to me. Brittany feel like she want to be Real Housewife of Richmond. I don't know why she's sitting up here thinking that she deserves to just sit at home. But let's talk about it, okay? So we opened up with them, and now they in the car rapping about going to Texas. And I'm like, no, wait a minute now. What the heck happened? They going to Texas? What's up, Billy Bright? Welcome. Oh, dang, this lady funny. What I miss? You didn't miss much. I'm just on my second couple of Life After Lockup. So they rapping in the car about Texas, like we on our way to Texas. Boom, boom. And we about to go up to Houston. Bat, bat, bat. And I'm like, what the heck is going on, right? I thought they were still in Richmond. So come to find out, all of that drama that they trumped up about not being able to go to Texas and Key Rock having to go without Brittany. Brittany decided to hit up her PO and ask for a 30-day travel pass to go to Houston. So they are driving about 20 hours to get to Houston, and they're going to end up being there, or she's going to end up being there for a month and all of that. I said, child, they get on my nerves, right? Because they don't have a storyline. They did all of this and this and this, all this crying in the parking lot, all of this, I gotta pay restitution and blah, blah, blah. And you could have went and got a travel pass and just went 30 days to check out Houston, and then made a plan while you were there, went back to Richmond, got focused on saving your money, paying your restitution, and then joined Key Rock in like 6 months to a year or whatever. You claim you only got $10,000 to pay, child. You go stay with Coffee, pay her $100 or something, and save the rest of your money. Stop spending all your money on the freaking nails, and you will have your restitution. Got to be said, and she only 23 and don't want to work. Girl, I do not understand it. I don't understand it at all. Child, I'm 42 and I'm ready to throw in the towel. But at 23, I was out here getting it. I mean, at 42, I'm still getting it. But even more so now, I'm ready to be like, man, forget this. I wish I could be a real housewife of something. Because I would sit my butt down. I'd be folding the clothes, making the house nice and stuff. Dinner would be ready. Child, listen. But that ain't my lot in life, okay? So moving on, right? So they get to Houston, right? They pull up to this apartment. I ain't trying to drag nobody apartment. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to drag nobody apartment, but I'm a drag. So they get to this gate. First of all, is it me or is it me, or did they pull up in the hood of the hood? Now, I grew up in the hood, so I know exactly how hood looks. Hood optics was all around, right? Because they pull up to this apartment, and don't get me wrong, whatever you can afford is what you can afford. When you can do better, you do better. When you can't, you got to be where you at, right? So the daggone gate was like this brown gate or whatever, and I was like, what's up with this little rollaway gate? It looked like, you know, in the African countries, when they get to their houses, they had people that pull apart their gates and stuff to let them in. That's how it kind of looked, right? And so I'm like, what is going on? So they pull up, right? They drive in and everything. Brittany is so excited. You would have act like they pulled up at a freaking mansion. She's like, oh my God, we about to go. They go to their door, right, to the apartment. They open the apartment, child. That apartment is so small, you have to go outside to change your mind. Like, it was microscopic. But Brittany went up in there and she was just like, oh my God, this is so amazing. It's so beautiful. Now, I understand how Brittany feels, right? Because if you are living with somebody and you have not had your own in a little while and everything like that, listen, a freaking 500 square feet apartment could be like the Palisades to you. And this ain't no shade, because I get it. I've been there where I've had to live with somebody for a little bit, live over with somebody else for a little bit. When I finally got my own baby, it was euphoria, right? However, she was making it seem like, because she was like, I'm going to put an end table here. I'm going to put a painting here. I'm going to do this here and this here. And she got dreams of decorating and stuff. But I'm like, child, you ain't got that much space to be doing all this decorations and stuff that you claiming you want to do. But, you know, we're going to let her have hers. We're going to let her have hers, right? So all of a sudden, after they get in the house, it was clean and stuff in there, like somebody had already been there, right? I feel like Brittany and Key Rock, their whole segment is all over the place. It's like one of them little, remember them little puzzles, them Rubik's Cubes that you can't get the colors to match up? That's how I feel that their segment is. Stuff and pieces be all over the place. Like, it just don't make no sense, okay? If you really tune in and listen and pay attention to what's going on or what they want us to believe, it just doesn't make no sense. And it's all over the place in all the storyline. Because the mom and the boyfriend decides to show up a few minutes after they get to the apartment. So correct me if I'm wrong. I thought that all of them was going to live together in some apartment or house or whatever. I thought that's why the mom was going, the brother was going, because then Key-Rock said they was all going to Texas. So in my mind, I'm thinking they're all trying to live together. I don't know how the mom and the boyfriend got their own place, I guess with the brother, and now Brittany and Key-Rock got this apartment. I don't get it. Got to be said, she not adding any money, but keep spending money. Absolutely. Like, I don't understand that. So the mom and boyfriend show up. The mom come up in there. They're, Key-Rock and the mom. It's like, oh, you look cute. No, you look cute. Oh, you look nice. You know the little thing they do where they dote on each other that gets on my daggone nerves. Okay, y'all love each other. Get on with it. Okay, so the mom come up in there. The mom has her own place, right? The mom come up in there with the boyfriend, and Brittany is showing her around or what she wants to do. And then the boyfriend, he goes and talks to Key-Rock, and Key-Rock is like, I'm stressed out because we living off of my savings. Key-Rock make it seem like he has saved like 20K or something like that, or 30K or whatever. I'm like, what savings, Key-Rock? Like, I'm trying to understand this. So he says they living off of his savings and everything. He a little stressed out about it and all of this and all of that. And just giving us a bunch of fluff, okay? What else happened? What else happened? Brittany still got $10,000 left on her restitution. We already know that. Brittany up here talking about she got a certain lifestyle that she wants to live. I said, girl, what lifestyle? Who the heck you think you are, Paris Hilton or something? She got a champagne lifestyle on a beer budget. How the heck you sit up? She wants to have her nails done, her hair done. She wants to be rubbing elbows and sipping tea and crumpets and stuff and snob hobbing and nobbing with all of the elites and socialites, and you broke. Gonna do all that? How you hobnobbing with everybody? Pass the tea and cheese. Oh, did you get your Birkin bag? Oh, did you got your Dooney and Burke bag? Oh, let me go get my nails done. Let me go to Rodeo Drive. Oh, where's the puppy? Let me put my puppy in the purse. Girl, get the heck out of here. Who the heck you think you are? You ain't nobody. Got to be serious. She is annoying. Her voice doesn't sound right. She did irritate me, TY, on this episode too. I said, girl, with your champagne lifestyle on a beer budget. Child, and I don't even know if you got a beer budget. You might got a freaking bottled water budget, okay? We don't even know that. Girl, get out of here. So she had been talking about she got a certain lifestyle. And then the mom and the boyfriend, this is what I didn't understand. First of all of them got in their room, in their bedroom, and they was all sitting on their air mattress. I said, how the heck y'all all just sitting where we sleep at? Y'all, it ain't no fold-out chairs. When I moved, the first thing I would have made sure, first of all, I'm not having no company when I first move if I ain't got my furniture and stuff set up, because y'all not about to be sitting on my bed. I don't even know. I think that was an air mattress they was on, because they ain't had no headboard or nothing. It looked really low to the ground. I think it was an air mattress. And this is no shade to no air mattresses, but the mom, the boyfriend, Key-Rock, and Brittany cooped up on the air mattresses like they high school friends, and they talking about their crushes or something. I said, what the heck is going on here? What happened with me? So anyway, she goes and tells them that she dropped out of nail school. First, she dropped out of hair school. First, she was a beauty school dropout, okay? Then she decided to do nails, and I was rooting for her. I'm like Tyra Banks. I was rooting for you, okay? I thought she was going to do her big one with the nails, because she always had her nails done and everything, and I was like, okay, she might do a good job with the nails. No, she dropped out of nail school. She didn't stay in nail school. I said, child, what is your plan? At 23 years old, you just bouncing around following after Key-Rock, and you ain't got no real plan. What is going on? Okay, it's all cute now, but when you hit 43, it ain't gonna be so cute when you up here broke, busted, and disgusted, and you ain't got no savings, you ain't got no retirement, no 401k, and you up here following Key-Rock around. That cute, that's going to fade, okay? Because you're gonna want to have your own at a certain point. It's all cute in games now, but if you were smart, you would start now and save your money and learn your principles and do what you need to do, okay? Like, yeah, she just there trying to look cute, lay her baby hair down, and pass the time. That's all we ever see. Baby hairs and just her walking around at the Key-Rock like a freaking lost chihuahua or something. What is going on? So, She wants to be just this stay-at-home wife, child. Gosh. The mom boyfriend was like, what is your plan? And that's what we want to know. What is the plan? Okay. My people perish for a lack of knowledge, okay? Even the word of God says that. You perish for a lack of knowledge, okay? So what's your knowledge? What's your plan? If you don't know where you're going, if you don't have a plan, how you going to know where you're going, child? What is going on? You just sitting up here following Key Rock around. Then she, so the parents leave or whatever. So she's talking to Key Rock, and Key Rock is talking about something. Listen, I got to get some rest. I got to go to work the next day or whatever. This is my first day at the job. She up at the apartment. She up here washing dishes, cleaning, trying to get the apartment ready, okay? Housewife stuff like she wants to do. She gets mad at Key Rock because Key Rock ain't helping her. Now, this is an unpopular opinion. Now, Brittany, shut up. Because didn't you say, you asked Key Rock in the confessionals, is there a need for me to work? Key Rock said no. Okay, then have your butt at the house, clean up, decorate, and do what you need to do. And that's all you can do. Cook the little dinner and stop getting up in Key Rock face about him helping you do this and do that. Let Key Rock go work and you play your role. Okay? I know some other content creators talking about some, Key Rock needs to help a little bit or whatever. Nah, bump that. Okay, Key Rock going out. If Key Rock getting the money and you at home spending the money and decorating the house, then you need to play your role. Because if it was me, I'd be playing my role. I'm like, you said I ain't gotta work? Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna play the housewife role because that's what you want to do anyway. You don't want to freaking have no job or do no work. What else? Then she gets mad and she starts speaking in Spanish. I said, voulez vous chez avec soi to you too. Got to be sis. Want him to work and do housework. Ain't that foolery? Like, how you gonna want me to do both? She up been talking about some something she said. I would have been like, don't be speaking that gitchy yaya stuff to me, okay? Como estas ustedes to you too, Feliz Navidad and all of that good stuff and hair grease. Get out of my face with all that. So she up here speaking her language and then she go out the house because she gotta go get some toilet tissue and all this stuff. Child, let my husband tell me you can stay home and not work and all of this and all of that. Child, the house is spotless anyway in my house, even though I work and I'm trying to put together businesses and everything because, I'm on the money because I already know I ain't going to be this young forever. So I'm thugging it now so I can, rest later. You know what I'm saying? So, but if my only job was to keep the house, I'm going to keep the house. Like, what's the problem? So anyway, they ain't got nothing else going on. Let's move on to the next couple, the next trifling couple. Let's talk about Justine and Mike. Child, so Justine, Mike in the bed with Justine, right? Why did she need to go? Why did he need to go with her to the store? Why? It's just down the street, like he said. Go get the freaking tissue and calm down. Got to be said. Then she was complaining, and there wasn't anything in the house yet. Absolutely, she said, "I'm thugging it. I'm thugging it, right?" So let's get to Justine and Mike. So, another immature couple that needs a storyline that I don't understand why in the world they're on this season. But let's talk about it. So, Mike is telling Justine to call her mom. They laying up in the bed. They still haven't told Justine mom that she is pregnant. Not only is she pregnant, she is doing 10 weeks or whatever it is. They up here also preparing for Maddie's first birthday party. First of all, Justine, Maddie is not going to remember this party. Okay, I understand you want to celebrate your child. I get that. I have no shade, no hate for that. You should have got this little baby a cupcake. Y'all gathered around, put a candle in, sing happy birthday. If somebody want to give her a gift and move on. Because the very next day, you're supposed to have a baby. Now, are you going to get induced? Because babies are not planned like that. You could go into labor at any moment between your 8th and 9th month because you have preemies and everything like that. So I'm guessing they're going to induce the labor because she's talking about the next day she having a baby. And I'm just like, girl, then why are you trying to sit up here and plan some freaking birthday party at 9 months pregnant or 8 months pregnant? Girl, this storyline is off too. I just don't understand that. So anyway, And let me just say this. God don't need no help. God don't need no help. If you are a pregnant woman, unless you have health issues, just let the baby come when it come. What's up, Cleveland? Both grandmothers are crazy. They do have some issues. They do. Got to be said, Justine Mai is still 17. Yep. They were smirking the whole time on the phone with the mom. Yep. And Mike's response wasn't no better when he tried to be funny and use the same phrase that he used the last time, leaving stuff in God's hands. And Justine mom was like, "Don't do me. Don't do that phrase again." Justine mom probably, she grew up around a bunch of white people, black people, because Justine mom is Caucasian, but she would not give you buck if she need to. Ty said, not gonna lie, that's all I did for my baby turn 1. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, because they're not gonna remember it anyway. Anyway, let's move on with them. So she says, okay, she decides to call the mom. Even Maddie said call the mom. Like, Maddie was like, y'all doing too much. Y'all stressing me out at my 1-year-old age. Call the mom. But it's because they don't tell them until later. Absolutely. I would feel a way too, though. If my daughter was pregnant and she didn't tell me she was pregnant until she was about to have the baby, I would feel a way too, because I would be like, wow, why would you not tell me that? You know, especially, I have mixed reviews, but we're going to get there. Okay, so they call the mom, they FaceTime the mom. As soon as they FaceTime the mom's like, what's up? The mom is over Justine, right? Because in my mind, I'm thinking that Justine has been ridiculous and a piece of work from the time she was 17 up until this point. And so the mom is sick of her. The mom is sick of her shenanigans. The mom probably been helping her take care of them kids because, you know, they by different fathers and things like that. The mom has probably had her time with Justine. So when she called her, she don't even want to get excited to hear from her daughter. She's just like, what's up? What do you want? What's going on now? You know, because she probably always calling with some mess. Her mom still giving her money, so Justine don't care how many kids she has. Absolutely. And I heard the house that they're living in is in Justine mom's name. 1 month or 6 months later, right? So, you know, let's move on. What's going on with her? But the mom is over Justine. So she said that she's going to be having another baby the day after Maddie's birthday party. So she asked the mom, well, she's still coming to Vegas. And the mom said, yeah, that's the plan. She says, okay, well, I'm going to be having a baby the day after Maddie's birthday party. And the mom was just like, her face on that FaceTime was like, what? And that would have been my face too. So the mom says, don't play with me. Wait, what are y'all talking about? And she said, y'all didn't wait very long. Like, what the heck? So the mom said, enjoy making life difficult for yourself, Justine. And when she said that, I felt that in my soul. Because I told y'all, Justine has been doing crazy things probably from the time she was a teenager up until now. So the mom was like, you know what? Enjoy making your life difficult. You already got 8 kids. So what? This baby number 9, she says, who these days be having 8, 9 kids? So Justine was like, you ain't at everybody's house. But she said, I mean, even if I'm not at everybody's house, that's not the norm these days. And I agree that isn't. You know, God does say be fruitful and multiply, right? However, Justine and Michael can't afford all them daggone kids. You cannot tell me nothing different. The way their house look, the way that they're behaving and everything. And Justine, when they put up the pictures of them to show them, it says that Justine is a housewife. So she not even working, right? And how could she? Because all these kids. And Michael is working. So where's the money coming from? I need to know that. What's up, Yuli? Justine know what she got into when she got pregnant, but she thinks she is invincible. She does. And where's the money coming from? I know Love After Lockup checks. I know Michael probably got a job. But y'all got 9 kids, real talk. And I'm counting the one in college because my daughter's in college and I got to cash every time I turn around and I'll be like, okay, I got some extra money to put in the savings. I get a text from my daughter and I'm like, oh, well, there goes the savings. The extra money in the savings, you know. So, you know, that still keeps going even when they in college because they need it. I remember one episode he was saying how low her checks were. Yeah. So, I mean, his checks, yeah, they were low. So I just don't understand that. Child welfare and WIC and her mom is signed for the house according to Sarcasm. Yeah, that's what I heard too. The mom signed for the house. I guarantee that they're using government assistance. It's just like, stop it. At a certain point, if you can't afford the children, stop having them. Like, really, truly, just stop. Stop having them. Let's move on. So, what else happened with them too? Nothing grand. Mike said maybe this is a sign from God. The mom was like, don't freaking play with me, Michael. Stop using God up in this. What you mean this is a sign from God? And then that was it. That was it for them. They were smirking, making a big deal over it. The mom got off the phone. She said, yeah, whatever. I got to go bye. Nothing really happened with them. And I said, y'all two is goofy. Let's move on to the next couple, which we're going to talk about, Louis and Melissa. Okay. Their segment, this episode, I can't stand haters. You already read that. I can't stand haters. If you're not happy for me, if you don't like me, kick a big rock and fall off the curb and get out of my face. Let's get into it, okay? So she's happy, right? Because she's finally engaged and everything. She says, "Oh my God, I'm engaged with Louis from high school." Like, imagine if you can get in Justine's mind for a minute. Imagine being the dorky girl in high school and you are engaged to the football jock. That's how her mind is set up, right? That's how she feels, right? Even though she almost lost him. And not to say that Louis isn't a good guy, because he is a good guy. But at the same time, if we backtrack, she wasn't all that in high school, and then she's married to the guy that was the it guy, right? So she's happy. So we get to the wedding dress store, right? Because she's going wedding dress shopping. Now, when we get there, right, we have Gina. Gina is so New Jersey Italian, y'all. Gina was like, welcome to the wedding dress shop. We're going to get into these dresses. I don't even know how to do her accent, but boy, when I heard Gina, I said, oh, she is giving, Italian mom boss sister, okay? That's what Gina was giving. But anyway, she is a consultant and she is helping her find a dress. So Melissa decided it would be a good idea for Miss Donna to join her along with her friend and her sister. So because Melissa didn't have time to go pick up Miss Donna, she goes and have her sister pick up Miss Donna. It's weird that her friends were the ones talking big about her and Louis and his mom coming to their defense. Absolutely. Let's get into it. So Donna comes, and with the sister, everything, her friend is there. As soon as Donna gets there, she's like, who the heck are you? Talking to Melissa's friend. I would have been like, hold up, ma'am, my name is Tasha. Okay, I'm Melissa's friend. Tone down the rudeness. I mean, sometimes you got to check an older woman. You do. Because some of these old women feel like they could say what they want and get out of pocket. You don't have to be disrespectful, but sometimes a check is needed because they be getting out of pocket sometimes. So Melissa goes and she says, I already started trying on dresses. Donna's like, yeah, without us, you didn't even come pick me up, blah, blah, blah. Bringing all the drama and the negativity in because you already know Miss Donna feels like nobody is good enough for her son, Louis, okay? So Melissa comes out in this first dress, and I'm like, that dress was not for her. I didn't like the first dress. But baby, that second dress, listen, you can say what you want. You can love Melissa. You can hate Melissa, whatever it is. But that second dress, baby, had her snatched to the guys. Let me tell you something. That dress was everything. Boy, it fit her. She had a nice shape. I love the front of the dress. It was so couture, so chic on her. It was beautiful. That second dress, I said, Melissa, you got to get number 2 because second dress was everything. But while she was trying on the dresses, y'all, the friends was big time hating. The friend and the sister up here talking about, did you see Melissa's ring? How did Louis afford that? He's only working at a pizza shop. So Miss Donna says, she come back from the bathroom, was like, do y'all think I'm deaf? Okay, my son can afford a ring. Let me tell you something. Miss Donna gonna go up for her son. Okay. She said, my son can afford a ring. He trains people. He works at a piece of shop. Yes. He trains people $150 an hour. And the sister been telling us, well, ain't nobody working out more than an hour. She said, yeah, but if he got this client, that client, you add it up. 150, 300. You keep adding it up all day. And the weeks go on. Yeah, he can afford a ring like that. Of course, the mom would hate the second. Absolutely. And then Miss Donna hating on the second dress. I said, Miss Donna, and then they gonna show Miss Donna flashback wedding pictures, y'all. Did y'all see the second wedding picture where Miss Donna married a black guy? Child, they look like they got married in Vegas, that they woke up from a drunken stupor and ran down to the chapel. She looked a whole hot mess. No wonder you didn't like Melissa's dress, because you sat up there and looked raggedy in all of your wedding pictures, okay? So stop hating, okay? Don't get mad because you old. I don't understand how some of these old women just be mad at younger women for being young. You had your chance to be young, to have a nice shape and all of that. You done got older. You done put on some pounds, some things that happen, whatever. It's all going to happen to us, right? But don't hate. Let her have her time. Let her have her happy moment. Let her enjoy wedding dress shopping. Why the heck you come if you going to hate on her? Miss Donna even turned around and go ask her, you wearing white? I said, I know she didn't just ask this lady if she wearing white. Melissa looked at her like, I said, child, I would have put her out. I would have said, hey, Gina, can you get Miss Donna and book her an Uber and send her on to Louis and get her out my face, because she's ruining my wedding dress shopping, okay? Go and ask that lady if she wearing white. I said, child, you disrespectful. So when Melissa's sister and the friend talking about how Louis can afford the ring, Miss Donna, of course, went up for him and said, don't talk about my son. I do agree with Miss Donna on that. If it was my son and I overheard them, I would have let them have it too. I'm like, don't talk about my son, right? They just brought bad energy to the whole experience. None of them should have been there as far as I'm concerned. Because you're my friend and my sister, and y'all talking about, is the ring real? How could he afford that? Why I'm trying on wedding dresses. Then Miss Donna over here hating on every dress that Melissa tried on. And even up at time, are you wearing white? I wouldn't do that. What's up with the split and all this? Just hating. All of that energy, I would have put all of them out, honestly, and I would have just went ahead and shopped for my wedding dress on my own. Because sometimes you got to speak over yourself, encourage yourself, and be on your own team alone. Because some people just want to hate because they jealous and they don't have the same thing going on. So you got to get them people about your life. And if it's only me and Jesus, that's how it's going to be, you know. So what else? That was it for them. So when Melissa asked how much the dress was, the second dress, child, the dress was $4,000. I said, ooh. Now, sidebar again, right? When I got married, the dress I really wanted, right? Facts, Billy. The dress I really wanted, child, that dress was everything. Oh my God, y'all, look. The top of the dress, right? It had a strap that went across here. It was blingy. One of the arms was in, and that was blinky. The other arm was out, right? Child, the waist was cinched in. This part was blingy. It went in like that. And then the bottom of it was white and puffy, and it had a split. Child, the dress I wanted for my wedding was everything, right? However, that dress would have set me back $4,000 as well. And I was like, I'm not paying $4,000. But I wanted this dress so bad. So I had took a picture of it, and I tried to seek out designers here in Atlanta and see if I could get it done for a cheaper price. Child, I found a guy that could do it, and this guy was trying to charge me $6,000 for the dress. I said, we going in the wrong direction. No. So I did find the dress of my dreams that I absolutely looked amazing in, that I'm probably going to post on my community wall. I'm going to post it on my community wall and let y'all see the dress. But the dress was amazing. I looked amazing, and I think my dress ended up being like $1,400. So, you know. It is what it is, but I get it, Melissa, but that second dress was fire. Like, she definitely should get it. Let's move on to the next couple, y'all, which is going to be Teenie and Rob. Teenie and Rob is annoying. I don't want to see them no more. They don't have a storyline at all. I even forgot that they were on the show for a minute. When they popped up, I was like, oh yeah, Teenie and Rob. They don't have nothing going on. Let's get into it. So they decide to go bowling. Yeah, they decided to plan a family bowling trip because Teeny's sister is coming into town, right? So they want to do this little family bowling trip. Okay, they matching colors and everything, wearing cool. Okay, so they get to the bowling alley, they get the shoes before they can even pick a lane. Okay, Rob, they are annoying, aren't they? Rob and Teeny goes and asks the kids how would they feel about having a baby in the house. Why are you asking these kids? Why? Why is this a conversation? The only conversation y'all need to have with them kids is when you're pregnant and be like, hey kids, we got something to tell you, mommy's pregnant. Like, what if, so if the kids say we don't want no baby, we don't want to have that in the house, would y'all put y'all baby plans on hold? These freaking participants on this show be having these kids involved in too much. These kids be seeing too much, hearing too much. They being asked too much. Stay in the child's place. When I was younger and my mom and my aunts got around the table and they wanted to have a conversation and talk, they'd be like, go outside and play. We weren't sitting up there getting all the juice and the tea and folding our arms and commenting with them and stuff. No, children stay in children's place, adults stay in adults' place. But see, in this generation, the lines are so blurred, right? Because adults are putting kids in adult business, and adults are confiding in kids, and kids is commenting in adult stuff, and it's just all messed up. It used to be back in the day, don't you get involved in no adult business. I wish I would. My mom was up here talking to one of her girlfriends or my aunt or my dad or something, and I commented. I would have got backhand slap, get out of the business, okay? You're not allowed to have that dialogue. You stay in your lane, okay? But not Rob and Teeny. They feel like the kids need to be involved in everything, okay? So the kids say that they feel fine. They would love to have a baby in the house and all of this and that. Okay, moving right along. They tell, so then the sister gets there, okay? This is the first time the sister says she's meeting Rob. And the first time you're meeting Rob, right? The first thing you want to tell the mom and the sister is that, you know, we are having a baby. So the sister's like, wait, what? What's going on? Y'all having a baby? And she's like, are you pregnant? And Teeny's like, oh no, we're not pregnant. We're just trying. So why you sitting up here? Why you saying something if you ain't pregnant? What the heck are you talking about? You making it seem like y'all was pregnant. I was looking like the sister like, hold up, Teeny pregnant? Girl, why is this even bowling alley conversation? Bowling alley conversations, how's life, how's the job going, you know, blah, blah, blah. Bowling, roll the ball, strike, okay, cheering for each other. They was bringing in all these different real life topics at the bowling alley. That's dinner time talk. Like, why y'all at the bowling alley doing all of this? But anyway, let's keep going. So Rob then goes with the kids all to the side. So Rob is saying, y'all like this atmosphere of the bowling alley and everything. The kids are like, yeah, we having fun. So Robin said, how would you feel about us having this type of atmosphere and bowling experience with my mom? Rob, why are you asking these kids this? Again, you're bringing them into another situation. What's the point of you asking these kids how they would feel about this? So then the kids go and say, I mean, she will owe us an apology. I know, these little kids. Now, they some smart kids. They some cute kids. But they got out of pocket. What? I don't owe y'all nothing. I'm freaking grown. Y'all don't even know what happened because y'all was over there having a drink with the friend. Y'all didn't even see the fight. They reaching because they don't have a storyline. Absolutely. They ain't gonna talk about them, this grown woman. I mean, it's cool if she come. If she apologized to us, who the heck do y'all think y'all are? Y'all better take y'all little kids somewhere and play hopscotch, double dutch, and go color in the coloring book. I owe y'all an apology. Nigga, God would have got them together. Only time I'm apologizing to the child if I have done something to the child, like if I bumped the child and they fell, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, baby, help you up or whatever. Or if I don't know, accidentally knock your juice on the floor. Oh, I'm sorry, let mommy get you some more juice. I'm not apologizing to y'all. Did you see what your mother did? Your mother got in somebody's face and smooshed him, and then you talking about something, I owe you an apology? Child, listen, both Teeny and their mom was wrong, but Teeny escalated and started that fight. But the kids don't know because they're kids. And so I'm going to give them a pass because they're kids, because they didn't see the full story, so they don't know. So only thing they're seeing, only thing they're knowing is that my mom was in a fight. And so because she's my mom, I'm going to ride with my mom. They don't want to see who was right, who was wrong. They're looking at it from a kid's perspective. So all they're seeing is, that's my mom, I'm going to ride with my mom. But because they keep putting them in these adult situations, they're causing us to look at them like the nerve of these kids being too grown. So anyway, what else happened with them so we can get off of them? So when they tell the sister, y'all, that back to the sister, because Teeny's still talking to the sister and mom by herself. When they told the sister that Teeny was thinking of, was going to have a baby, the sister gets up and starts crying. And I'm like, what the heck is going on here? So then the sister lets us know, or Teeny lets us know, that when she was having Nehemiah, that she had, her blood pressure had raised, his heart had stopped. A lot of complications had happened during her delivery, right? And so the sister says she was there for all of that, and she just gets emotional because she thinks about that time when that happened to her, okay? And so that's why the sister got emotional and everything. And I was like, okay, sis, I can see why you would get emotional and all of this and that. That was just strange. This is why this should not have been bowling alley talk, because people was probably on other lanes, right, bowling, but seeing the cameras and was like, what's going on over here? Then they see the sister get up crying, and it's probably like, what is going on over here? Okay. So anyway, after that, then Robs is snuck off to the side from the kids, and he calls his mom saying, hey mom, it's been a long time and all of this and that. So I guess we're going to see the mom on the next episode and everything like that. I don't know. Let's move on to the next couple, which is going to be Z and Troy. Child, I wish I didn't even have to report on Z at all. Her and her Z'd out face, that daggone speed bump pothole looking things on her face, the craters, the bumps, the ugliness coming out of her soul that resonates on her skin of a face. She is a horrible individual. And I don't care if she would sit up here and say that this is an edit. I don't care. Yeah, they can edit and throw in some things, but the stuff that you're saying out of your mouth, the way that you're behaving, that is who you are to the core, okay? That is not no edit. Billy up here laughing. And her face, that's why her face look like that. Because she's an ugly individual. Okay, she's an ugly individual on the inside. And it's coming out. So Z, we open up, y'all. We open up. They getting ready to go to Community Day for Project Heal. For their business. So we get to Z's car, right? We see this man outside and he putting a boot on it. So as soon as I saw it, I said, oh, she getting a boot. I said, she getting a boot? I said, your Miss Cleo fortune teller ain't tell you that you was going to get a boot on Thursday. Oh my gosh. What it got to be says, I'm glad he finally spoke up about her trying to keep it from his daughter. Right. We're going to get into it. So she outside. They outside. The man is putting a boot on Z car. I said, oh my goodness. So Z come outside. And she had been talking to the man, and she's like, I cannot believe I get a boot. How does this happen? I said, Z, duh, are you crazy? Because you owe tickets. That's how you get a boot. Did you just wake up yesterday and arrive on planet Earth? You know how you get a boot. So she owes $550 in tickets, y'all. $550 in tickets. So she riding around and getting it, not paying her tickets. Everything is everybody's fault but hers. Talk about it, okay? Everything is everybody's fault but Z. She don't take ownership for a daggone thing, not even the face. That's her fault too. But she want to blame. Remember, she said her face like that because of the birth control. I was like, child, go see a dermatologist. We got things to help ourselves. Unless you have a skin disease that is something that you can't help, okay, I get that. But that's not Z's case, okay? So she had been telling us, well, I was told to keep some money in the emergency fund and blah, blah, in case I have an emergency, and this is an emergency. I said, you think? So she goes and pay it and then puts a little code in on the boot and stuff, and she removes the boot. This is why I feel like this is all staged and set up. She removed the boot. So what was the man waiting there to take the boot back? Why are you removing the boot? Why didn't you call them and tell the man to come remove the boot? I mean, I don't know how they do it in New York, but as far as I'm concerned, I had a boot on my car one time. This is a sidebar story, y'all. So, hold up, y'all. Drinks. I got a boot on my car. I was doing Uber Eats. I went to a place in Atlanta. I went to go pick up this food, right? The place was busy. And so I'm telling them I'm here to pick up such and such order. They got my order together. I was in that place maybe 10 minutes, maybe. I come out of the place, boot on my car. I was pissed. I said, I was picking up food. Like, how did this happen? I wasn't parking to stay. So this guy was like, he came out the place and he was like, they sit around down here and wait for people to park on. You're not supposed to park on this side. I said, where is the sign? So it cost me $75 to get the boot off of the car. So I had to pay the $75. Then once I paid the $75, the man came over and took the boot off of the car. I believe he was waiting in the cut to see me freak out, then to see me get the money. And at the time, I didn't have the $75 to pay because I had a bill that was due. So I was like, all right. And I was close to whatever the bill I had to pay. All I was like, let me just get this little money tonight. I can pay the bill tomorrow. Cool. That $75 set me back, and then I had to end up staying out longer doing Uber Eats or whatever. But all of that to say, when I got a boot, the person came and took it off. I didn't put a number in and remove the boot myself, so I felt like that was staged. I don't know, but whatever. Let's just keep it moving. So they get in the car right now. They headed to wherever they need to go, right? Troy is up here smoking the fattest blunt I have ever seen in my whole... Y'all, that blunt was... Well, that blunt was this big. Boy, he was like... I said, what are we doing? Aren't you on probation, Troy? Your PO's probably watching Life After Lockup, like, taking notes, like, And I'm like, you just smoking in the front of the camera, like, I said, what is going on? So, of course, Z have been talking about, you think it's a good idea for you to be smoking, blah, 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 blah. Z, stop playing with us, because we already know you was like, oh, pass the Dutch. Pass the Dutch. We already know you was passing too. Just because you driving and stuff, don't try and make it seem like that ain't how y'all get down, because we all know y'all do, right? So he's smoking it on, and they supposed to be on the way to pick up the mom and daughter, right? So he already told Z last episode that baby Troy was coming with mom Karen, right? So that's where they supposed to be going. Now all of a sudden, Z's angry bird looking face has forgot about going to go pick up the daughter. Now she's sitting up here talking about something, well, we got to stop by Kinko's or wherever they had to stop at to get some stuff for the community day, okay? Probably got to smoke to deal with her. Girl, yes, he probably does. He got to smoke, drink, do all type of stuff, right? And so they supposed to go pick up Troy, baby Troy and the mom. She's stopping by Office Depot, Kinko's, whatever, getting that. And then she up here picking arguments with Troy the whole time. Now, he had got in the car originally to go pick up the mom. And she's like, no, move, get out the way. I'll drive. And I'm like, why is she always angry? She's mad from the time she wake up. Soon as she wake up, this is how she wake up. She be like... Soon as she get up every day, just mad for no reason. You have no joy. I don't understand this. I do not understand her. She's always mad. She's always yelling. What man would want to deal with her? I would rather go and live with Mama Karen than deal with this crazy lady. Yeah, Mama Karen be on gummies or whatever, be having these show enough ponytails in her hair and stuff and be, exposing herself with these little outfits she had on. But I would rather deal with that than deal with Z.O. psychopathic self sit up here yelling all the daggone time. What you mad at all the time? You can't be that mad all the time. Like, I know if you stub your toe, if it rain on your weave, if the car get a flat, whatever, I could see having a bad day. But Z has had bad months since she's been on this show, and it's ridiculous. So, she doesn't drive. She gets in the car and drive. And she's like, what are you doing on your phone? Why are you texting? Who you texting? Blah, blah, blah. And get off your phone. Why are you on your phone? I said, child, this is just ridiculous. So she says, you know what, Troy, get out the car. Get out the car. I don't want you in the car. I'm going to go on by myself. Now, she know this man got to pick up his mom and daughter, that they're at the train station waiting. Instead of her going straight to get them, then go to Office Depot, then go back to Community Day, she wants to do all of this stuff outside of picking them up because she doesn't really care about his mom or his daughter. All she cares about is Community Day, her horrible business, and that's it. Because she don't care about her son. She don't care about her parents. She don't even care about her face. The thing that people see every day, she don't even care about that. So she put Troy out with his crossbody purse on. Or his man bag, or whatever the heck Troy had going on. I said, why is Troy wearing a purse? I said, okay, that's for another day. Let me just overlook that, okay. But she puts him out the car. He starts walking. Producers roll up on the side of him holding a conversation. I said, what are we doing here? Baby Troy and Miss Karen is waiting at the station. Somebody go pick them up. I don't understand what's going on. So then all of a sudden the producers was like, all right, man, just get in the trunk. Child, they had Troy in the trunk. He was in the trunk. He in the trunk, and they still asking him questions. They was like, we still got to get this footage. I know what a trunk look like, okay? When you got a one of them vans, or my mom had a what's that car? Damn, what a Magnum. And we went to go to my sister's graduation one time in Rhode Island. And so my sister's husband, he got in the trunk. So I know what sitting in the trunk looks like, okay? But Troy in the trunk, they go and drop him off because Z went ahead to Community Day. They go and drop him off at Community Day. I said, so nobody is going to go get baby Troy and Miss Karen. Daggone Troy gets in the bathroom. He on the phone, whispering on the phone like, Ma, listen, Z is tripping. I need you to help me. I need you to help me talk to her, Ma. I need your help when you get here, blah, blah, blah. And Miss Karen is like, Troy, what are you doing? We waiting at the bus station. She said, we done been here for I don't know how long. Now, I'm going to end up turning around and getting back on this train and going home. She says, Z is a psychotic bee. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, the baby is right beside you, Miss Karen. I said, again, involving these kids in adult situations. You think that the little girl, Troy, is 7 years old, does not hear you cursing out her dad's girl. She don't know that you're on the phone with the dad. She don't know that the dad has had them sitting out there waiting for a while. So the mom is waiting. Karen said that Z has been trouble from day one. From day A, she's been a problem. She's been trouble. I agree with Miss Karen. 90 minutes later passed. They still waiting for somebody to come pick them up. Finally, Troy grows some balls. They drop, and he tells Z that he gonna go get his daughter. Z is up here talking about him. No, it's a Community Day. You need to be here. We got more important stuff to do. This lady came out her mouth and said we got more important stuff to do, while his daughter is sitting at the train station waiting for him to come pick her up. I guarantee if Troy treated her son like that, she would have turned into the Wicked Witch of the West. Like, I'm telling you, she would have lost it. But she wants Troy to abandon his daughter, his mom, any other responsibility outside of her wants and needs, Project Hill, her son, and her stuff. She is evil. She's inconsiderate. She's bitter. She's angry. She is just a bunch of negativity that Troy needs to get rid of. But see, Troy is immature himself as well, because you are sitting up here allowing somebody to treat you like this, allowing for somebody to make you try to forget about your daughter and your mom. You're allowing this lady to do all this to you instead of standing up as a man and checking her. Sometimes a woman got to be checked. I ain't say slap her or nothing like that, but you need to boss up and get some bass in your voice and let her know, listen, what you're not going to do is play around with me. Now, he checked her this much and told her, listen, don't make me go there because I'm going to go get my daughter, blah, blah. But he's walking. It's not like he got in a car to go pick them up. He's sitting up here getting his steps in. Like, Troy need to have an Apple Watch on or a Fitbit, because I'm pretty sure he'll hit his step goals every single day messing around with Z. So I just, them two get on my nerves. After this, I hope I don't ever see Z again, for real. I don't ever want to be here talking about her ever again after this, because she's an evil individual. And she really needs to get herself together. For her to have been raised up in the church by two pastors, she is a horrible, horrible individual. I mean, horrible. I don't understand it. TY says, yep, only this much right. She need much more checking. She absolutely do. He might need to Ike Turner her or something. And maybe he do need to maybe do tell her eat the cake and just smush it in her face or something. Or do something, I don't know. Throw a freaking a pebble at her forehead or something. Or knock some papers on the floor or something. Do something. Throw a shoe. I don't know. But you need to do something, Troy, because the lady don't disrespect you. She's always mad. And she's always trying to make you choose her and her wants over your daughter. And that's not right. It's wrong. And you need to stand up and be a man and a father to your daughter. You already been locked up for a period of time. You need to value every precious moment that you have with your daughter. Screw Z and her nasty, pimply, busted looking face. Ain't nobody got time to deal with her. Anyway, let's move on to the last couple. That was it for them. Oh, yeah, they said they need about 50 kids to sign up for Project Hill for them to stay in operation. I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's happening. But let's get to the last couple, which is going to be Kim and Joey. Yeah. In my Busta Rhymes voice. Listen, Kim is another mother. Oh, Lord. Joey Wright. Another mother that is choosing the D over her children. And I doubt that Joey got some good D. Like, really. Anyway, let's get into it, okay? So, Kim gets back to the house, right? At about 6:30. She must have went out and did something with the kids or whatever. Okay. She has not seen Joey. Remember, Joey left earlier in the morning. He said he was sick. He had to go to urgent care. Yeah, it was urgent care, all right. It was urgent care for you to go see your pusher. I'm your pusher. That's what you went to go see. You got no freaking urgent care, Joey. But we're going to get there. Let's get there, okay? So she get back to the house at 6:30, and she looks at her joint account. And she had put $100 into the joint account, and she shows us that it was only $4 left in the joint account. $4 left in the joint account. Now, granted, $100 ain't much, right? But y'all just opened that account, what, yesterday? What is he doing? That there's only $4 left in the joint account. I can guess where the money went, and we're going to talk about it. So Joey finally pulls up at about 8:05 p.m. He pulled up to the house in the car. Every time I see Joey get in that car, get out that car, pull up to the house in that car, it just drives me up a wall, because I'm like, you went and took your money, Kim, and brought this man a car. For what purpose? He don't have a job. He don't deserve it. He ain't earned it. Why the heck did you get this man a car? You gave him a way to go and get to the pusher and get to the women and do all the stuff that you claim that he might be doing. Why did you do this? Why? Who gets a joint account when they suspect somebody's on the stuff? That's what I said. That's That's what I feel. So anyway, Joey's sitting in the bed. As soon as he come in the house, the little boy's like, hey, Joey. He ain't say nothing to them. He just looked at them like, anybody got time to talk to y'all. Every time she asks him something, he runs to the car. Absolutely, runs to the car and drives away. So he didn't acknowledge the kids. Kim brushing the kids' teeth and everything. She tucks them in the bed. I don't even think she kissed the kids. She couldn't wait to get to Joey to tell him off, to tell him what she needed to tell him, okay? So he sits on the bed and, wait, he's telling her that he's sick or whatever. She's like, did you pick up your medicine or whatever? He's like, no, it wasn't ready. I didn't pick up the medicine and all of this. So then they go outside to talk, right? And she says, I'm suspecting Joey's on this stuff. I left my ex because my ex was on drugs and everything. And she says outside that she wants Joey to take a test. And Joey's like, test? I don't want to take no test. And she's like, I want you to take a test. And so Kim, with her nasty stuff, he's talking about some, well, I ain't got to pee. I need some water or something. She says, I got juice. She lets Joey nasty self go and drink out of the juice carton. That's orange juice. I'm pretty sure her children every morning want to have OJ. And you let Joey's nasty lips touch the carton and do some backwash back into the orange juice when you're suspecting him of being on drugs. You're nasty, Kim, and Joe's nasty. Both of y'all deserve each other because y'all both nasty. Like, ain't no way. I would have got him a cup and been like, here, drink this. You're not drinking out of the bottle? Anyway, on to the next thing. So Joey now has to pee. He goes into the bathroom. He says he can't pee a lot. And then he says, oh, well, that was just enough. So all of the little drugs come back negative, 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 except for crack, cocaine, white girl, booger sugar. He on that stuff. It came back positive for all of those things. I said, oh my goodness, as if we did not see the signs. And Kim knew it as well. I believe she knew it before she even gave him a test. He tested positive for cocaine. I said, child, the way he would have been out of my house, I would have grabbed the keys. I would have like, get out of my house. I have nothing else to say to you. This relationship is over. Love after lockup. Find another way to get y'all filming done with us because I'm done. I would have took the mic off. It would have been given to the producers. Everybody out my house. And she's still with him. And she's still with that man shaking her head. She's still with him, like, to this day or on the episodes? I think something like that. I don't know. She gonna ask him, do he love her? What difference do it make? This dude just tested positive for cocaine, which is really crack. He's a crackhead. You got a crackhead living in your house with your kids. He's crackhead. It don't matter if he love you or not. When he needs to get more of his fixes, when he goes upgraded, he's going to start stealing stuff out your house, stealing stuff from your kids. We know how the crackheads operate. What are you? All they care about is their next fix. He's a crackhead. And then he going to look at her telling some, oh, that can't be right. How did that happen? I said it happened because you was like, that's how it happened. What the heck you mean how it happened? Yes, she's still with him now and she lost a lot of weight. Poor kids. Poor kids. That's all I can say because the unfortunate thing is kids cannot choose their parents. They cannot choose their parents. And unfortunately, they're born into these toxic, horrible situations. And then we wonder why some of these kids that grow up in situations like this end up committing crimes, doing drugs, or worse. It's... I'm a little... I don't even know why I'm getting emotional. Wow, I did not expect that to happen. I almost shed a tear because I love children. I love children. I really do love children. And it's unfortunate because kids are so innocent, right? They cannot decide or choose what family, what parents, what lifestyle they end up getting into. And just to know that a child has to suffer through drug addicts and bad mothers, fathers, abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, all types of stuff, it hurts my heart because there are really good people out here who want children, who are trying to have children and can't have children because they just have fertility issues. And then you have people out here who can you sneeze on them and they get pregnant and they're the worst possible people, and it just has you questioning, like, why I just don't understand that. She said that as a joke, but she was dead serious. Yeah, she's dead serious. I'm sorry, y'all, for my emotions. But I hate the fact that kids have to suffer. You know, I really do. That annoys me. But let me try to get past them. So he confused about how the test came back, right? And then she chases him outside, which makes me know that what got to be said is absolutely the truth, 100%, because you chasing him outside. What you chasing him outside for when this man has tested positive for cocaine? Because he grabbed the keys, he went outside, and of course he's going to get in the car. He going to tell her, try to guilt trip her and tell her that she done crossed the line. Told her she crossed the line and got in the car to drive away. How the heck? A classic crackhead move. A classic crackhead move. How the heck you gonna tell this woman she crossed the line? She got 2 kids in that house that she has to consider and think about. Even though I don't feel like she's thinking about them at all because she's still with the guy. Some of this stuff can be edited and staged and everything like that to get ratings and all of this. But if he took a drug test and it came back positive, I don't think they can edit that. She should have took the car back. Absolutely. She should have took the car back. But Kim is addicted, like I said in my last review, to being a bride, to being with somebody, to having some penis in her bed. As long as she had this, she is okay. She's addicted to relationships. She wants to be with somebody. I don't understand. She needs to fall flat on her face for her to understand that she needs to put her kids and herself first. That dad is an enabler. Her dad. He should not have given her no money to put down on no house. Especially dealing with crackhead Joey. Once I found out that he was on that stuff, I'd have been like, give me my money back. I'm not paying to put down on no house for you and Joey. I don't. First of all, the dad already don't trust Joey because Joey freaking stole his bike back in the day. Now, Joey never confirmed it, but he never denied it. And I believe he took it. So if you don't trust him, Dad, why the heck would you give him money to him to build a life with your daughter that you say that you love? He's a crackhead. He is a menace to society. And Kim is still with him. She don't care about her children. That's it. That's all I have for my review. Ciao. This lady is a fool. She's a fool. She's a fool and she's doing foolish things. Thank y'all for watching. Go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and subscribe, most importantly, to the channel. Shout out to the replay gang. Go ahead and comment which couple got on your nerves, which couple just is the worst, which couple you don't see it for, that you never want to see again. Go ahead and comment that in the comment section. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you, guys, to be for joining me. Thank you, TY. Thank you, Yuli, for joining. Thank you, Billy. Who else was in the chat? Thank you, Cleveland Grant. Thank you, Kelly Dixon. Who else was in the chat? Thank y'all. I think that was everybody. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for joining me. I appreciate y'all so very much. Make sure you hit the like button on the way out. A lot of these women need to act their age. Absolutely. Absolutely. I will be doing a short on tomorrow, Motivational Monday. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thanksgiving is here. Thank you so much. Great review. This episode wasn't that bad. Yeah, this episode wasn't that bad. I gave it a 5.5. Y'all let me know what y'all gave it. I mean, it could have been a 6. It could have been a 6. It wasn't a bad episode. It was better than the last couple of ones that we have endured. But happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving. What's up, Aaron? I hope y'all eat the turkey and the ham and the stuffing and the green beans, and y'all get around with the family and y'all have a good time. Really be thankful. Really truly be thankful for your life, for your health, for your strength, for your family. Be thankful. Even if you are spending Thanksgiving alone, just know that as long as you have Jesus, you're never alone. You're never alone. Yeah, Aaron, we don't need you coming in here with that. I know them Dallas Cowboys won today, and I'm so upset about it. I've calmed down from the torture of my team losing to this team. But whatever. But long as you have Jesus, it's okay if you're by yourself, because you're never by yourself. You have Jesus, then you are not alone. So be thankful and grateful this Thanksgiving for everything that you do have. Give thanks if you have clothing, shelter, food, family, a car to drive, a job, everything. Hair on your head. If you can see, if you have nails, if you have teeth, little things that we really forget about. Be thankful for those things, because there is someone walking around right now that don't have any hair, that would love to have hair, that don't have teeth, that would love to have teeth, that can't see, that would love to see. You know, all of those things that we use every day that we take for granted, that can walk. You know, whenever you get out the bed and your feet can touch the ground and you're stable and you can stand on your own, that's something to be thankful about. God is good. So make sure this Thanksgiving that you all are very thankful for every single thing, no matter how small or big it is, y'all. Okay, so I love y'all so much. I will see y'all when I'm gonna go live next. It's Thanksgiving week, but I'm still gonna come out and go live on Tuesday. I think Thanksgiving is on Thursday. I'm gonna come go live on Tuesday, where I am going to do the lunchtime language, which is my hot topics and current events. I'm probably gonna do that around 6 p.m. I gotta work on Tuesday. I'm probably gonna come live maybe 5 or 6 o'clock and do my lunchtime language, hot topics, and all of that. If y'all not following me, though, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Facebook. And I'm going to link all of my places where you can follow me at under this video once I get off the live. Okay? All right, y'all. I love y'all. Let me get off of here. Y'all have a great, happy Sunday evening. Bye.